not too long ago. But now here he is, and that's still fresh in my mind. So is it the hero that recalibrates, recuperates from that, shows up and says, this is my tournament, you're in my house, I'm going to kick your ass now? Or is it the hero that gets a little bit nervous, gets worried because his confidence is rocked?
All right, we will find out as we are now ready for this next series. 2 games left. This is the first one. And up here, spawning as the red Zerg playing for Team Evil Geniuses, it's none other than Jaedong. Jaedong, having played 4 out of 4 DreamHack tournament stops this year, attended every one, even though he qualified at the very first. He wanted to come back in search of glory, but a player that stands in his way through first and second seed. Spawning down here is the blue Protoss player playing for Team Liquid. 2-time DreamHack Winter Champion, it's Hero!
I think Jaedong took second in 2 of them, and I want to say in Stockholm he was top 4 where he lost to Naniwa, and then Naniwa went on to fight Lenok, I believe.
That's right, correct.
He had 1 hiccup. What was the one where...
Round of 16 in Bucharest.
Yeah, that was a little bit strange. Off tournament for him. It's been very successful here. I remember fondly that when he came to that Stockholm tournament, I believe it was one of, if not his first major non-Korean tournament, and he was won over. The crowd was amazing. The fine people of Stockholm made it feel like a real sporting event. He came close and tasted that damn near victory. And he's been chasing it ever since, and that's part of what makes his storyline so intriguing. You talk about Hero, a guy who, this is his stomping ground. This is where he's forged his name in the history of StarCraft 2. But Jaedong, he might be writing history. That'd be really scary for him if his history was just second place after second place after second place. But for him, his expectation, what he wants, is that first place. And here at DreamHack Winter, he's once again poised to make a run to do that.
There's going to be a lot of dreams shattered at this tournament, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah. Hacked to bits, you could say. A lot of dreams hacked to bits.
Hacked to bits.
Yes. Dream hacked to bits.
One dream will come true, though. Jeff? One dream.
For one person, yeah.
For one. Who is it going to be? That's what we're here to find out.
Well, by saying that, you've eliminated Tasia because he doesn't dream, so that's interesting. He only reboots. Put him in sleep mode every once in a while. Jaedong will scat out this wall, and it's going to be Nexus first. Conservative opening from Hero. I like this, though. On the flip side, he's being extremely annoying with a probe, like only Hero can.
Does lose it, though.
Yeah.
To these Zerglings, so... Already, Jaedong just kind of can say, all right, there's not a probe hiding somewhere, which can do something early on. Of course, another one can be sent out immediately, but, well, there's an Overlord already tracking that. So I think that's a bit of a comfort area, especially considering what we talked about earlier, where as long as Jaedong has and is on top of everything early on, I think this is a good start for him in just a simple way.
He is a Zerg that, again, I like to use the word volatile because on the one hand, I see him thrive in chaos, where his multitasking, his quick thinking really pays off, but other times he gets flustered, and that doesn't work out so well. So I want to say for right now, like you just said, knowing there's no other probe out on the map because that Overlord definitely walked into the base and saw no second probe leave, and the first one was killed. The game has been simplified for right now for Jaedong. Jaedong is in that classical position that Liquid Rep made famous, where basically you pile drive drones down the gullet of your economy for a solid 8 minutes, and then you start worrying about making other things.
Absolutely, I completely agree, and that's how Jaedong should be playing this game out. The next thing to see from Hero, I'm expecting a Stargate. He's very famous for using his Stargate play. He's absolutely incredible when it comes to Phoenix control, being able to multitask it on the other side of the map, doing damage. Oh. And we do see the Stargate down, but as the Stargate comes down, is immediately picked up by an Overlord, goes in, spots it, gets out. He knows exactly what's playing. And without seeing a +1 attack being researched, without any chrono boost on the front 3 structures, he knows that this shouldn't be a follow-up with a gateway aggression. I
actually think he hid the Overlord too. I think the Overlord literally spotted the second the Stargate went down, and then instead of making it obvious, saying, hey, I scouted you, he backs away. And that's actually a brilliant little move that he's done because, I mean, there's no super hard counter to that Stargate, but when those Phoenix show up and the Overlords are all already hidden, and there's spore crawlers, and there's nothing really to do. Jaedong is in, I mean, he's just, this is kind of what we talked about. He needed information early and often. He's gotten it. Now the ball's in his court.
And, well, Hero needs to find some way to do damage because Jaedong absolutely is going to be ready. He, as you described, Overlord's going to be moved, Spore Crawler's out the way, and he's going to drone intensively. There's absolutely no reason for him to build anything on the ground. He's going to have a look around, maybe with his Zerglings, see if there's anything being researched on that forge. And like he saw earlier, he knows that there isn't. So he knows that this isn't going to be followed with aggression from gateway units. He's probably expecting the robotics facility switch. Basically means no attack coming early, aside from the air he pokes up. He sees the no forge. He sees the gateway not even turned online with warp gate. He knows this is a drone kingdom, and he's building 12. Look at that. 12 more.
Yeah, he's going to be done building drones here fairly soon. He's already at 51. 12 more coming out. Put him at 63. The first Overlord is found top left, but I mean, even that's just annoying as all hell. It looks like the second Overlord will be found, and what I mean by annoying as all hell is, I mean, individual Phoenix killing Overlords across the map like this, that's not why they were made. They were made to kill a couple Overlords really quick, because they're floating around the Protoss base, then get to business over at the Zerg side of the map, gathering information, picking off drones, exposing Queens if he's going to allow it. But with this follow-up, we can see this is the build that recently SOS has won big tournaments doing, and I feel like Deer did this as well. Not SOS, excuse me, it was Deer. Deer won tournaments with this build where it was like 4 or 5 Phoenix, harass, and then 2 base Colossus right away. And if you look, Hero should only have a couple of sentries. Actually, he has none. He has 1, excuse me, and that's what Deer has been doing lately. It's really cool.
All right, well, looks like these Phoenixes are found somewhere to do something, and Queen has got picked up. Oh, doesn't get picked off there, another lift. Does actually finally get the Queen.
Yeah.
But the drone count's incredible for Jaedong. 73, no aggressive units all game, just straight up there. He's on 6 gases. He's probably just going to throw down the Spire immediately. He's having a look for the probe. He sees the Nexus come down. But do you think he is going to move out from 2 bases with this? With the third Nexus being planted, surely this must be an incline towards
it's not
taking
a fake. No, he's gonna build it. He is building the Colossus behind this, and he does have that low Phoenix count. But he's gonna go up to 3 bases, which can be fairly precarious on this map. I'm going to say this. The Phoenix lost one of themselves to Queens. It's really not good. Right now they're getting some harassment on the main base up there. It looks like they're chasing it looks like a Queen, which is a really weird choice because he's going to almost lose another Phoenix. Well, I actually like Hydra Den with Spire at the same time. Jaedong's not doing it, though. Yeah,
just the Hydra Den here. I'm assuming here that Hero has spotted that, but whatever the case, I'm sure he's expecting that. But now it really comes down to, are the initial Hydras going to do anything? There are 14, 15 of them, but the first Colossus is already out. There's a second one on the way. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about, maybe the sentry count to kind of protect the Colossus. Yeah. If the units just ran up and tried to kill it, because the creep spread, by the way, is glorious. Look at that. Moving through the middle of the map, almost at the halfway point. And Jaedong is just going to get over there super fast.
He is. It's a very interesting... Oh, wow.
Oh, the third is gone.
What?
The third is gone.
I mean, he was adding a few gateways, but why would you build a cannon there? Is that a mistake?
No.
He's floating 800 minerals.
I mean, his probe count never increased over 47.
But why the cannon? Why would you ever build a cannon?
A complete fake out?
I guess. Like if a Zergling just barely doesn't see it.
All right,
but you're right, Apollo, and this is so bad that the Hydras are about to be off Creep Spire. Has been initiated. These Hydras, actually, it looks like they might broadside the army, but that could be really bad. Lots of units out here, even a 5th base going down for Jaedong. The counterattack, actually, oh no, it looks like he's going to come home.
He's seen it. He's kind of saw it now. He's seen the Stalkers on the right-hand side. He's starting to realize what's going on. But the Spire is a crucial part of this. There's a lot of gas starting to be banked up. 500. If he can get to Corruptor successfully in time, and then I'm pretty sure Jaedong's in good position. But right now, it's Hero with double Colossus.
He's on creep, though. There's no vision here at all. I mean, if Jaedong was ever going to have a chance to clamp down this attack, it's now. The force fields are not there yet. The Zerglings are inside. There's just no force fields. What is going on? He has no energy used for hallucinations. This army is getting destroyed.
Oh, wow. I think that went down a little bit simpler than I thought it would. And Hero gets smashed. Absolutely smashed. Jaedong not playing around with food today. Elimination of that army. There is no third base. There is no infrastructure left for Hero. He just lost his main army instantly.
Sean, you called it. Okay, over at the third base, you said he needs more sentries. Otherwise, he could just run up on these Colossus. So he warps in 3 sentries because you and Hero are very smart people. But those sentries were young bucks. They didn't have a lot of energy. So he shows up at the other side. He spams additional Colossus in hallucination because that's a fantastic maneuver typically. But because they didn't have any other energy, he sat there like, oh my God, I have no force fields. And he just lost his whole army.
And as Jaedong-esque style, we see 15 Mutalisks.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
it's
the switch up now. This is almost a game-ending move.
Yeah.
Hydra, Zergling, Mulus. There's not a lot there. There's a couple of Phoenixes left over, but Jaedong's on 5 bases, or 4 bases, a 5th one soon to be saturated, and is absolutely dominating this game from the very get-go, just with simple scouting information. And here we go for the final blow here, and Liquid Hero in a world of trouble.
A world of trouble is one way of saying it. I believe we're moments away from him just tapping out. Unfortunately, with no third Nexus behind this, with the everything dying, there it is, GG.